Who did you see today, Sky?
Your boy Javante.
Oh, really? Where?
Running down the street for me.
Just going for a
Literally, by
jog?
my local Smith's, my local grocery store. Rolled down the window. What's up, Javante? Because he was running, so his car was tailing him or whatever, and they waved. He's little as hell.
Hell yeah. You'll beat the brakes off that nigga. Minus beat the brakes off him.
Yeah, I'm like, ain't nobody doing that.
Please. I'd like
Not
to
me.
see him fight Ryan again without the fucking hydration clause.
Hey, he signed it.
Hey, that's why you're supposed to have a management team to stop you from doing stupid shit.
Hey, Canelo did it.
Did what?
He got beat by Mayweather as well. So, hey, people think they're going to win. People always go inside it thinking they're going to win, thinking that their skill set is better. And at the end of the day, it's not.
At the end of the day, everyone has a plan till they get punched in the face.
Yeah, and as far as like being able to rehydrate back up, I mean, I know most people talk about their whole like weight bullies. Like, doesn't that make him a weight bully?
All right, listen, I fuck with you. You saying you signed, my guy. You signed.
Yeah, and then on top of that, then he signed to make 140 and came in at 143 against Haney. So
also, he signed when he didn't have to sign.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, isn't that weight bullying? Like, you didn't even make weight, my guy.
Hey.
So you didn't have to suck that extra little bit of you out. You didn't even try. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the Scrap and Roll MMA podcast. I'm your host, Sky. We got your host, CJ and Jace in the building. Damien isn't here, but word on the street is he won his fight. Maybe it was a draw, but I'm hearing that the streets are saying that he won. So when he's back on here, I'm sure he'll let us know when that video is coming out so that we can check it out on Street Beats. So y'all make sure that y'all go and show love to Damien. But us three, we are back. We back with the bullshit. We back with the heat. Y'all know how we get down over here. Wow. Wait a minute. Pause. Your boy Jace rocking the Izzy Tips over there. I'm calling him Izzy Tips right now.
CJ, go ahead and say what you want to say.
Nah, brother. You got it. You got it, bro.
Listen, hey, real fast before we even get started. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out.
Emo never dies.
It was never a phase. Can a fight ever be a draw? Have you ever saw a fight and thought that is a draw?
Yes. In not a real like street fight, but like in MMA, I have seen fights where I think to myself, that's a draw.
CJ?
Yeah. I feel like Carla and Rose should have been just a draw. Well, they should have both lost.
Yeah, that's enough.
Only people who lost
one got
fight
the yellow
was
card.
Yeah, yep. Start taking money from their purse if y'all fight like y'all bullshitting.
Old school Pride days. Prides were the first ones to do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we want blood.
We want blood. Okay, so before we actually really get started the show, we haven't done hot takes in a long time. Let's get to a couple of hot takes now before we get started with the show.
Okay, wait. I have a question first.
Yeah.
Why did you show us your nails?
Because they're pretty.
Oh my god. Okay, can I ask you when and why did you start painting your nails? This must be at.
So it all started on a bright sunny day. Well, don't roll your eyes, nigga. You ass. I'm telling you. Are you done? Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's just who I am. It's my culture.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not. No, it ain't.
It's where I'm from.
No, it's not. Shit. Nigga, we from the same place. That is not our culture from San Diego. So what the fuck you talking about?
Southeast Dago represents.
No, it's not. Because I'm from the Southeast. We don't do that over there.
I beg to differ.
Shit, you the only nigga that was running around with nail painted.
Hey, I was that nigga. What can I say? Still am.
Imagine popping peas with nails on your hands. That's crazy.
Did it, done it, do it again. Stop playing.
If y'all from San Diego, then y'all know what we talking about. Anyways, let's get off of that. What's the hot take?
Hey, and Mom's already said that was a fraud.
Stop it. Stop it.
All right, yeah, get the hot take. Get the hot take.
Hot take. Okay. Someone gave us 4 fighters, undefeated fighters. And they want to know how many career losses are they going to end with? Okay. The first is Ilia Topuria. How many professional losses will his career end with?
4.
4. Okay. All right. Okay.
3 or 4. Yeah. But I'll say 4.
I know he for sure finna lose. It's coming up
who?
soon. The fuck? Come on,
Don't
now. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna say it depends how long he fights. I'm gonna say 3.
3. Okay.
3.
All right.
Jace?
I'm gonna say 0. Undefeated. Ilia Topuria is that nigga. There's no one that can look on the other side of him and be like, oh yeah, he's gonna lose that fight. I just don't feel confident.
Literally, if there's nothing else that I do, I have to clip this part and just hold it in my back pocket because you make outlandish claims and I tend to forget which episode it is. But episode 75, like I need to just write this down, or is it 76? I'll go
76,
back.
76.
Just write it down and just keep a big post-it note. Like this is the one to go back to.
Okay, first and foremost, is that an outlandish claim?
Yes,
because he's finna lose when he fights Max.
Okay, so he's 14-0, right?
Right now.
Maybe he fights
15-0.
Max. 15-0. You know, maybe he fights Max, maybe he doesn't. You know, is Max really worthy of a title shot next? I don't know. You know, that's a conversation to be had.
I'm trolling right now.
Who's trolling?
Your boy Jace is trolling.
Who's trolling? I can legitimately see Ilia Topuria going undefeated for the rest of his career. The man has no weaknesses.
What, fighting Brian Ortega, Yair, Josh Emmett, who else? All these people that aren't the cream of the crop. Oh, okay, yeah. I could see him dodging Max. I could see him dodging Volk. I could see him
dodging Volk. He headshot dead. Stop fucking playing.
He had to in order to win the belt, but as far as a rematch, I could see him dodge. I could like Max said, and like the man said, he said out his own mouth, he doesn't have anybody to fight. He just pretty much wants to be a fucking champion. Like he doesn't want to fight anybody.
Well, he is a champion. He earned
He doesn't want to fight anybody. He might as well retire. And then he can keep it 15-0.
Hey, I'm okay with that.
The dude's a fucking clown. Ilia Topuria is a clown.
How can you say that with a straight face?
Have you read the shit that he says?
Have you seen his body of work?
I don't get. Listen, the nigga is a clown. Yes, I'm saying nigga today. He's a fucking clown. Get him out of here.
Champion clown. Don't forget it.
He can be a champion. Hey, once a champ, always a champ. You remember that.
He is currently.
Okay, he is a champ. I'm not saying that he's not. However, and he's a clown. That word "and" is important. You could be a champion and a clown.
I beg to differ.
Well, who's the next fighter on the list?
Second fighter, Bo Nickal.
4.
You said 4?
4.
I'm gonna say 3. Only because Bo strikes me as the type of dudes where, like, if he starts losing, he's not going to stay in the game. Yeah,
he'll quit. Agreed. And I feel the same exact way. So I'll say 3 as well.
Potentially 2, like depending on how them 2 happen.
Well, I'll see him losing to somebody, trying to run it back, losing again to that person, and then get a couple wins, then loses again. Then it's like, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out. Listen, I might be the only person on the planet who feels this way, but I was not impressed at 300 by Bo Nickal.
I think everybody.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not a believer. not a believer.
I wasn't like in wow of him, but I think it was necessary for him to learn. He has to learn. He's still young in the sport, so he needs that kind of time on the mats, like I said before. So yeah, is he gonna be a world beater? Probably not, but shit takes time.
Fair. The next person on the list is Khamzat Chimaev.
This motherfucker might lose his next fight.
Facts.
He might lose his next fight.
You know, close fight with Usman.
Mm-hmm.
Close fight with Burns.
Asian
Mm-hmm.
man.
I'm gonna
He's at
say
185 right now, though. Those dudes they're not the best up there.
I'm gonna say 4.
Mm.
I'm gonna say 3. It might be starting soon too.
I think Bobby Knuckles gets him out of there.
Will you
Mhm.
put some respect on Bobby's name if he gets him out of there?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think he's gonna beat Khamzat.
That doesn't mean that you put respect on his name just because you think he gonna win.
I fuck with Bobby. Why you looking all downcasted, nigga?
I'm just letting you rock. I'm letting you live your best painted
Hey,
hell life.
that's all I'm trying to do, you know. No, legitimately, I think he's gonna have a terrible time with a legitimate 185er. Like your boy
Yeah.
Bobby Knuckles is huge for 185. You know what I mean? Like he's a big dude.
You
You
think
know
so?
what? I don't think so. He's not
I
the
think
one
the
I'm
opposite.
talking about.
Yeah.
Y'all see Dreekus? Okay, y'all know how I feel about the pussy. That's a big boy. Y'all see
A
Marvin
big
Boss.
boy.
Vettori? Fast forward.
Yeah.
Marvin, that's a big boy. Sean
Jared
Strickland,
Cannonier.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these dudes are big, but like the biggest dude that I've seen is Dreekus. Dreekus is really big at 185. And Paulo Costa.
Chill. Paulo too. Yeah. Pause.
Yeah,
Paulo's enormous.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I think he's gonna have real issues.
yeah. So I consider Bobby is still like he's like still like he's 185 for sure. But like his frame is still small enough for 170.
You think?
Yeah. He just don't want to do it. And why
I don't
would
think
you?
he could anymore.
Well, if Kamaru can, he can. I
Let me
think
ask
Kamaru
y'all
bigger than him.
Black Pride. Um let me ask y'all this. If Bo and Cumshaw fought tomorrow, who wins that fight?
Probably Khamzat.
Hamzat.
Really? How so?
I think I would favor Hamzat striking a little bit more.
Yeah. Is this just more experience in MMA? Just more experience in MMA. His gas tank is not as well, but I think just now he's better at MMA. Maybe later down the line it'll be a better fight, but like tomorrow, I think Hamza wins.
Fair. And then the last question from sorry I didn't shout you out. Name State Travels is Shakov.
He
2.
has the potential to go undefeated. But
2.
two.
He is
Okay.
getting better. He does get hit a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know how he's gonna fight against guys who are a lot more patient. Like say because he's the next couple fights, he's gonna be fighting for a belt pretty soon. So depending on how Leon fights him, he could lose to Leon, but he might not lose also. So
Here's my thing. He has the frame to go up to 185. He's
him
not a
too. Yeah,
small
yeah.
170, so I'm trying to consider that. I'm trying to consider him becoming the 170 champ and then going up to 185 and potentially losing there. So I could see two. I could see two with a casual, or I could see. I think he could go undefeated if he stays in his lane at one. I mean, I don't know something about that dude.
How old is he?
He's still young too, like 27.
So I
it's a
think
real
that's going to influence my decision.
Shavkat's age, 29.
He going undefeated. This nigga's going. This nigga's going undefeated. He's going undefeated. There's nobody at 170 who I think can fuck with this nigga. He's going undefeated.
Do you know who the youngest featherweight champion was?
What organization?
UFC.
It ain't been too many.
It's the blessed one.
Cejudo?
No.
Oh, you said featherweight. I don't know why I thought flyweight. I'm sorry. I was tripping.
That's just for Jace.
Okay. Who's the featherweight champ? I'm sorry. Can you look that
Ilia
up?
Topuria, the same man that got that had the sidestep Max Holloway.
The undefeated Ilia Topuria.
Yeah. Okay. Who they wouldn't send through to Max Holloway like Arnold Allen and everybody else.
Hey, champ. The champ has a name.
Hot takes?
Yeah, but we'll save them for the end.
All right. Let's take a quick look at this previous weekend's card. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I missed the prelims and came back for the main card. I know CJ watched it. How was the hey, real talk, low key? I thought that Chris Padilla might have been related to CJ.
Early.
Yeah, I'm like
early in the car.
Yeah, black and Mexican. I was like, hey, that might be CJ's people.
Yeah, it's
probably
my
the
cousin.
Same hair.
It's probably my cousin.
Probably, man. You never know. How was the prelims?
I honestly I enjoyed this card for what it was, and people were just like, "Oh, this card sucks." It actually was pretty fun fights. From the first fight, that fight was a banger. It went to a decision, but they came out and they was banging. The next fight, old girl beat her up and subbed her. Chris Padilla came out with a nasty sub. Like that was one of the nastiest rear naked chokes I've seen in a minute. He put that shit on fast as hell. Yeah, that was nasty. All in all, it was a fun card for it supposed to be being super mid. It was a fun card. I'll give it about a 6.87.
Nice. When I started watching the main card, I did want to go ahead and say shout out to Onama. I was happy that first of all, that fight was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They went into straight up, Max Holloway mode, just banging at the end, going crazy at the end of this. I think I was just happy that he wore lotion this time. Because the last time he was in the Apex, he came out there ashy as hell, looking like he had rolled around in chalk, and that was just disrespectful. So I was happy to see that he came out with some lotion. Tim Means got starched.
Mm-hmm.
Austin Lane got starched. He came out in the first round, did what he was supposed to do, and then chin just up in the air. Listen, these football players, their bodies translate over, but like their skill set, like y'all are not MMA fighters. Like it's not for them.
Not yet.
I don't watch enough professional football to know like who could potentially come over from football and do well like in MMA. But
I just think of John Jones, right? His brothers. You know what I mean? Like that's his frame, that's the body, and in some circles, John Jones is regarded as the GOAT. So
let me ask you a question. If you've seen I know CJ, you've seen the David Onama fight. Would you consider that last round inside of the round of the year contender?
I mean, they were banging, but nah, bro.
But not the whole round wasn't action. Okay.
Yeah.
The fight between the women's was fire, I thought.
That was a fun fight.
Like
Carini needed that win. I was kind of iffy on the decision here and there, but I picked Carini, so I'm cool with the win.
As did I.
Yeah.
I must say, as soon as the evil Anthony Smith won, I said, "Fuck, Jace, do Jace."
Yeah. Hey, we all knew. Hey, we all knew. Sorry ass band wasn't gonna win. We just did it for the strength.
We knew it, but
your boy
ass.
Spain needs to retire, bro, or go to PFL, hang out, with Conor's promotion now in bare knuckle. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about that.
Yeah, we do.
But that was my biggest takeaway from that was that Jace got that one right because he was like, "Nah, I can't go with y'all on everything. I'm gonna go with Anthony Smith." But so that was a good fight, and then your boy Alex Perez, which if y'all remember on the last pod, we looked and seen that he hadn't got a win since 2020. It had been almost 4 years to the date. Finally goes inside there and starches Mateus Nicolau.
Starch.
And that was wild.
That's a great win for him, man.
It was.
Great win. Oh, he already has a fight booked up too coming up in June. He's fighting the Tagir, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
You know, like Tagir Tegam Mazulov or some shit like that. Yeah. So he's turning around getting another fight.
So let's talk about it. How do y'all feel about Conor and bare knuckle fighting?
Shout out to Conor. I mean, buying. Is he part owner or he did?
Part owner.
Part owner. Yeah, he's part owner.
All right, yeah, part owner. Going inside there, getting his money. I mean, I can't be mad at it. I knew we knew something was going on. I mean, Dana had met with boy. Conor had been showing up, so we didn't really know what was going on. It does put in a position for, the UFC would do anything for and with Conor. So Conor did want to fight in bare knuckle. I don't know why, but if he did,
Do you think Conor ever steps inside the ring?
Bare knuckle?
To fight bare knuckle?
Bare knuckle.
Yes, I could see that happening after he's lost enough in the UFC and that juice is gone. Like he's that fighter that just won't stop fucking fighting. Tony Ferguson.
Hey. Tony's about to get a win.
Tony is a winner, just not in the octagon.
Keep it moving. We don't talk about Tony on this pod.
About Conor fighting in BKFC?
Yeah.
I don't think so. That sport ain't for everybody.
I'll tell you who that sport is for, and we didn't talk about it and give it praise over the weekend. Your boy, Mike Platinum Perry, again, just short work of Thiago Alves, who used to be a fucking monster. I remember that when he fought GSP the first time, I was like, dude, he's going to beat GSP. Wrong.
Yeah, GSP dismounted, bro. Did you watch BKFC? Anybody?
Mm-mm.
I just watched the highlights of Mike Perry just fucking him up.
I really enjoy BKFC. The cards move fast as hell. It's pure violence. It sucked this last card. It had a lot of energy in it, and like I was on live watching it with the crew and stuff. So we were turned up, ready to watch it, but a lot of the fights ended in injuries, which sucked super bad, man. But I think they have something good going on over there at BKFC. It's always entertaining when I tune in. I enjoy it.
Kind of what you talked about last pod, CJ. It doesn't affect the UFC. I don't think the UFC feels threatened by it because it's almost like a ECW. Like it's its own entity, it's its own lane. I don't fuck with it at all. I don't like it. It's too violent for me. Y'all can say what you will. I feel like people really get fucking hurt over there. Oh my god. But shout out to Mike Perry. I fuck with him. I'm glad that he found a home where he's literally the king.
And I was gonna say that too. Shout out to my boy Trip. We were watching the fights together. We were talking about, some people might not be successful in certain organizations or whatever, and they find their lane somewhere else. They find a home somewhere else. So shout out to Mike Perry being able to put a stamp on somewhere where he's at. And he's doing a great job over there. The company loves him over there. He puts on exciting fights. After he wins the fight, he gets on a mic and he gets the tripping also. He's great for that organization. Bare knuckle is Mike Perry right now. So shout out to him, man.
That's facts.
It's so dope for him.
Yeah, I mean, MMA fighters got to stop falling for the bait and going over there and fighting Mike Perry. Leave that man alone. Leave Mike Perry alone. He is a problem. I mean, yeah, absolutely. It's amazing. Your boy Darren Chill still chirping back and forth with him. Darren does not want
that shit. He don't want that shit. And you know what about Mike Perry? this dude is he's just off his rocker. So he's fighting different right now. He was fighting Alves hands down, walking forward, throwing. He got a nasty. I don't even know where he got cut from. I didn't even see Alves like punch him, but he had a cut under his eye. Alves was curled up like this the majority of the fight, not trying to get hit. And Mike Perry was just walking his ass down, just throwing blows at him. Like, let's get this party over with fast.
Me get your little ass out of here.
Yeah, get up out of here. And another thing me and my homeboy Trip was talking about, everybody looks like they're juiced to the damn gills. They're stacked up over there. They're triple stacked. Yeah. That's every fighter. Big Ben Rothwell, you remember he used to have like a little belly?
Yeah.
Over here, he still had the belly, but he was like stacked like that. So, you know, they're probably letting them pass over there with some crazy stuff.
Are they in any testing pool there?
I'm not sure.
Don't know, don't care, don't want to know. Just want to enjoy the ride.
Let him bang, bro.
Let him bang. Oh,
let him bang, bro.
He fights there.
Yeah, he fought this weekend, but the guy he fought, he got injured. He tore his bicep.
Oh, heck.
Yeah, so.
Damn.
Bare knuckle, man. That shit is not for the faint of heart. You heard?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, facts. Let's take a look real fast at the pay-per-view, you guys, because there is a pay-per-view. We have your boy Alexandre Pantoja taking on Bob. Taking on Bob. Steve Erceg. I keep seeing this meme that pops up about like Steve Erceg and Bilal, and it's like showing how many fights he's had. I think it's like 4 or something, and he gets a title shot, and then Bilal's over here. It's just like, oh man. I can't believe that it's a pay-per-view. It literally doesn't feel like a pay-per-view. Have you guys watched Embedded at all? Is there an Embedded?
It is. I haven't even watched it.
Have you watched Countdown?
I was watching. I've not watched anything. What I will say is, you know, I've been watching the NBA playoffs, and you know, on the ESPN app, they're talking about how, hey, you get $10 off of this pay-per-view. When have you heard the UFC talking about take some money off of a pay-per-view? I'll wait.
Oh man. And that's
oh, one of the Buffon brothers is fighting. Lovely.
Yeah, the little one.
Hey, I fuck with the brothers.
Yeah, definitely. I like this little Pichel person. I can't remember what fight I seen him on, but he's got spirit.
Yeah, that's Vince Pichel from hell.
Who did he fight? And it was
he's an old school fighter for sure.
Old school porn stash.
Yeah, for real. You know, the prelims are the prelims. They got Damien's cousin Drakkar Close on here.
Little light skin
cousins. But that, you know, that should be good. Malaki has one of the most interesting faces.
Every time. You say it every time.
Oh, God, it's just hard.
You're so political with interesting. Call a spade, nigga. Stop playing.
That nigga ugly.
I mean, he has a face only a mother could love.
Hey, let me ask y'all this. Scale of 1 to 10. What is your excitement level for this card? Real shit.
It's an Apex fight night for me. That's what it feels like. It does not feel like a pay-per-view.
1 through 10, what would you rank your excitement for this?
Let me go to the main card real fast. Jose Aldo bumps it up. Jose Aldo is the reason why, like, yeah, I'm going to go with a 3.8.
Wow.
Honestly, this might be like the first pay-per-view in like a very long time that, like, if I don't, like, I'm not going to go out of my way to make sure that I'm watching this. If something comes up at my day Saturday, usually a pay-per-view comes up, the world stops for those 7 hours. Like that's, Danny knows, like, it's Saturday, that's what's happening. If it's pay-per-view, don't book nothing, don't tell nobody, nothing. This, I don't know. If I need to run an errand, I'm running an errand.
I'm going to say this about especially every single fight besides the last two. When I do turn it on, that fight that I see, either A, better be a banger, or B, I just better see a bloody ass ring. Say, oh, okay, y'all motherfuckers, okay, y'all motherfuckers getting it tonight.
Yeah.
If not, I'm going to emo night instead.
I'm gonna give it. What's your score?
Real fast. Scott would laugh at me because she'll be trying to talk to me about fights, and I'll be like, "Yo, I'm at a concert right now. I'm in the back watching the fights and being at the concert." I'm gonna put it, bro. I'm gonna put it at an excitement level. I'm gonna put it at like a 2.4.
Damn.
What about you, CJ? You gonna up the score for us?
Yeah, I'm gonna say about a 7. I'm actually there's some sleeper fights on here. There's some
7?
sleeper. Yeah, bro. Anthony Smith finna get fucked up.
That's a good
Michelle
thing.
Pajeda always brings a good fight. I really like Kyle Baralio versus punk ass Paul Craig.
This is actually
Sub that nigga.
Who is Paul Craig?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, but whatever. I like Kyle Baralio. Yeah, I like him a lot too. Jack Shore on the prelims. He's a good boxer. We got
down there against Brito. Oh, that's gonna be a banger for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. We got Elvis Brenner versus the first human on the planet, Miktabai Orobai. Like,
I'm dead. I'm fucking dead.
Yeah,
whoa, what's going on with these?
Bro's a caveman.
People.
Have you never seen him before, Scott?
Him, I've seen him, but I've never seen Elvis.
No, you know Elvis. He be with Charles.
Why is his head like that?
Hey, don't talk about people's heads, nigga.
I took a picture with him at the expo when we was in the line.
Oh, did you get in there, or was it just his head?
Hey, yo, chill. That's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty work. Yeah, he tried to set me up with the whoopty wham. Hell no.
You like that? That's crazy.
Oh man. Hey, the Gomes and Silva fight. That's probably gonna be alright. There's some fun fights on here. I think it's a little sleeper card for sure.
Okay, they're trying to get her in the top 15. She about to
I didn't know Carolina was still fighting.
Oh, I love little KK. She's a good fighter, but I'm a pick KK. But Lucinda, she be throwing bombs. So
ooh, that San Diego fight, her versus Jasmine Ugiri.
Yeah, that was tough. She throws bombs.
That fight was fire. I still think that Lucinda won, but we was in San Diego, which is pretty much Tijuana, which was Yasmin's hometown, pretty much. They had to give it to her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a 7. I mean, I'm not mad at it. Like when you make your case, when you really start looking at it, as we know, the fight cards that we sleep on and we say, you know, this looks like that. Those are usually the bangers. One thing that I will say that I'm just disappointed about is that the main card, like this is not $85 worthy. You can't look at this and say I'm gonna pay $85. Like this is PFL to me. This looks
75. They took 10 off of it.
75. Still not. This feels like a PFL card of like a whole bunch of UFC fighters, minus Jose Aldo, a whole bunch of UFC fighters that are no longer with the organization and fighting in PFL. And this feels like that to me. I'm not gonna lie. Because it just doesn't warrant me paying $85 to see Alexandre Pantoja versus Steve Erceg.
You need to stop disrespecting the champ.
What'd you say?
You need to stop disrespecting the champ.
The champ should be championing for himself, saying, "Hey, beef up my card. Like, why are y'all doing him dirty like this? These pay-per-view, he ain't about to get nothing on the back end."
Hey,
this might do like 100 if it does 100 pay-per-view sales.
I'm dead.
One of the within the last, actually, what I had wanted to do and I need to do is like go back in like the last, let's say, 4 years since 2020 and see. Like, this might be the worst pay-per-view card since 2020. I don't know yet. I need to go back and look.
Nah, because we just had Sean Strickland versus Dricus. That shit sucked.
I was just thinking about that.
On paper, it was better. Look at this.
We had that the Canadian cards always suck.
No, man. Charles Oliveira.
The one with Volk was terrible as well.
No, was it?
That was better. That was better than this though.
On paper, it was terrible. I'm assuming we're only picking the top 3 on this pay-per-view.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up. Pause.
Who wraps it up?
Y'all better.
You just gonna do the top 3? You don't want to do Michelle
2024.
Pereira? You don't want to do Kyle Borralio? It's only 5.
We know everybody. We can do the main card.
Yeah, let's just do the main.
I'm going Kyle. I like Kyle, and I want him to win. So F it. I'm going Kyle.
Me too.
Me
Second
3.
round TKO.
Ooh. Yo mama.
Yeah. Yeah. Paul Craig's a fake tough dude.
Ryan Garcia's a nut.
Ooh. Remember he was doing a beat too? Looking real cute. Bro was tripping, bro.
Hey,
shout
he
out to
bringing
him.
eyeballs. He bringing
shout out to him.
eyeballs.
Yeah,
that dude trolled the world.
Yeah, he did.
9-1 underdog. Damn.
Go ahead, Jace. Who you got?
Oh, I said 3. 3's a company.
Oh, okay. What?
I'm agreeing with y'all. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, 3.
Hey, me and was like, what?
I guess y'all ain't about that life either, though. Okay, never mind then.
Michelle Pereira. I don't like Ihor
Pretoria.
From what he did, against Shogun. So.
Yeah. Never.
I got Michelle too.
I got Michelle too. I will never forgive him for that with Shogun.
I'm just classless. Vitor.
I got Vitor. Fuck Anthony.
Vitor, y'all know I don't fuck with Anthony Smith. Fuck that dude.
Y'all don't like Anthony Smith.
Come on now.
He's
in the boat with Marvin Mittori.
I literally couldn't say it fast enough.
For real.
Couldn't say it fast enough. And even on him, like when he's broadcasting, man, it literally has a personality of an ear.
Definitely.
Oh, poor Anthony. Jose. I mean, I'm going Jose.
Scarface all day. Win or lose, I'm still rocking with Scarface.
Hey, Omar home. Omar coming.
Omar.
Honestly, it's kind of both ways. I like the story for Jose to come back and win, but it's probably be better for the UFC if Jonathan Martinez wins, so then he can get some other fights, move up the rankings. Well, he's at 2 right now, so he's close. So if Jose come and win, that's fucking some shit up.
2 things about Jose. 1, how weird is it not to see a number next to his name?
I know. I was like, that's crazy.
You know. And secondly, what bag did he get on this card? They threw a bag at him so they could at least say his name.
Or maybe he has X amount of, because they've been letting him box.
His last fight.
Maybe this is his last fight on this contract?
Last fight on his contract.
I think he's trying to wrap up the contract so that he can go and potentially, maybe he wants to fight MMA somewhere else. I'm pretty sure that people will throw a bag. PFL will empty out the tank for him for whatever reason. So yeah, he might just want to finish out that contract so that he's able to completely do whatever he wants to do in all of combat sports.
Yeah. And I also think too that he came back because he didn't like the way he went out against Merab. Right? Yeah. He's back at home. Jonathan Martinez is going to be a fight that Aldo's gonna be able to sit there and exchange with him. He's not gonna get held up. So win or lose, he's gonna try to put on a show for his countrymen.
Yeah.
So they're gonna. And now imagine if Jose goes in there, he knocks him out. Bro's finna be in a crowd turned up. So that'll be amazing too if he does come back and win. That'll be fine. Mm-hmm.
King of Rio in the building.
Hey.
Oh, the first shot on the pod.
It's Scrap and Roll debut.
Jackson.
Y'all just been out here making babies out here crazy.
Scrap and Roll debut for the kid.
Yeah.
Future world champion.
In case y'all didn't know. In case y'all didn't know, your boy Jace is now a Faja. Yeah, put the little pinky in.
I had a pappy.
So yes, that means that I had twins. Jace just had a son. CJ has a young man now. I mean, he's
man
supposed to be a teenager at this point. Now we're just waiting on Damien.
Damien, your turn, my boy.
Hey, it's up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you something, Jace. Would you ever want your son to be a fighter?
Would I want him to be a fighter? No. Would I support him if he was a fighter? Of course. I'd be his coach.
Oh, you ain't gonna be like
I was about to be 0-10.
Stop it. Stop it.
And you can't be like that Mary in there with Rose. He just be telling her anything. You're winning. What the fuck, Pat?
Oh man.
I feel like when people be too close to the you gotta be cutthroat with it. You know what I mean? Like you cannot be inside there in the corner like sugarcoating shit. But wait, real quick, we didn't got off task real fast. Alexandre Pantoja versus Steve Erceg. I'm going Pantoja.
Who you got, Jace?
The champ is here. Y'all know I fuck with Pantoja heavy. He's like my top 5 current fighters.
I like Pantoja a lot too. He beat my boy. He's cool. He can speak. No, he didn't. But I'm gonna go with Steve Erceg.
Hey, that's a real fan right there.
This not even like that. I just think it'll be a cool ass story if he just came in 3 fights and he ends up being a champ. It's like fuck it, whatever. Yeah, you got to seize those opportunities.
I don't like all this. Yo, I'm changing my pick.
Who you going?
I'm going Paul Craig.
Okay.
I don't like that we have lined up way too much. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good energy.
No good juju.
Oh, Damien didn't make any picks for this one.
I didn't even ask him. So yeah. Okay. Well, Pantoja it is. Jace decided to go roll with the Paul Craig. Paul Craig could absolutely, go inside there and get it done. I just feel like Paul makes bad decisions. Like we know what he's coming in there to do. We know he wants to come out there and play his jiu-jitsu game, but like I just keep picturing him getting punched in the head by Paul Walker. Not Paul Walker. Shout out
Rest
to
in peace.
If he's getting punched in the head by Paul Walker, we got a problem going on right now.
Fucking issue.
I remember like he tried to take Johnny Walker down. Johnny just bink, bink, bink. Your boy doesn't let go. He wouldn't let go of the leg. It was like it got dominant. I was like, what? Come on, Paul. So yeah, that's this weekend's card. It is what it is.
Tune in.
Speaking of it is what it is, shout out to your boy Max on the Rogan podcast.
Yes. I'm sure if you guys haven't, if you're an MMA fan, you've seen clips everywhere. Max Holloway on the podcast. One thing about Max Holloway. Hey, shout out to whoever was in the comments last week and was like, still glazing Max Holloway. I ain't mad at you. Hey, I'm a girl. I can say it. That's what I'm doing every time. Any opportunity I get on this podcast, like that's what y'all know me for at this point.
We almost got through a podcast without talking about Max.
Almost. You brought him up, so I mean, you served it. I put it down. I don't know what else. But like, let's just be honest. Like, Max is one of those dudes. Like, he's never a fucking hater. If anything, he should be hating on Volkanovski. He should be gunning for Volk's spot. He should be trying hard to, just in any way, shape, or form, throw shade at Volk. That's what most people do when they've lost to a person X amount of times. You know what I mean? And yet and still, he advocates for Volk. He never is talking down, talking dirty. He's never making an excuse. He's just a solid ass dude.
How much longer do you want to see Max fight for, Sky? Serious question.
I want to see him maybe in less than 5 fights, maybe 4.
Fair. So retiring next year.
Well, since he's been fighting maybe like twice a year, so within like the next 2 years, yeah, he'll be around 34 then. Yeah.
You still think you would have the love of MMA with him retiring?
Yes. As long as the UFC doesn't turn on him. Because that's what happened with my love for Allen Iverson. I loved Allen Iverson, NBA. Y'all know how they did Allen. and I stopped watching the NBA. I haven't watched the NBA since 2015, 2014, whenever Allen Iverson retired. And even at that, like, I still wasn't really watching it actively just by how they treated him. So yeah, I still have the love for it, and I'll probably enjoy it more because, like, with Max fights, the amount of anxiety that I get is crazy. So yeah, I'll still enjoy it, but yeah, I can see him doing 4 to 5 more fights. I mean, in a perfect world, as a fan, you know what I mean? You go back, let's say you get the Conor fight, beat Conor, you drop down to 145, fight little dude, defend your title. So now we're at 3. And then maybe a 4th one just to top it off, and go off on about your business. Like, at that point, you've made money, you solidified yourself. It is what it is.
Okay, if you got to choose, would you rather see Max fight and beat Volk or fight and beat Islam?
Fight and beat Islam.
Ooh.
I would like that, because now you become a double champion at 155. That just helps secure your legacy. I know he would prefer to beat Volk, but I think, like I said, I'm a firm believer that Max Holloway won that second fight. Argue with your mama. The first fight I give to Volkanovski, from the leg kicks, it was just literally leg kicks that did absolutely nothing. And the third fight was a shutout. So for me, it's like, sure, you can fight Volk, and even if you get the win up on Volk, people will be like, yeah, but kind of like the whole thing with Izzy and Alex Pereira, like, you know what I mean? Oh, but you only want to. I don't want to hear all of that. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like he's the featherweight GOAT. I went over that last week. If he goes and beats Islam, like, the man who, I mean, nobody thinks that is gonna stop him at 155. That's a big fucking deal. And you're the BMF champ. That would be a big fucking deal. That's a big stamp to his legacy.
What do you think, CJ?
How long he should fight?
No, well,
who should he?
Would you rather him fight Volk and win or fight Islam and win?
You know the thing that suck about him going and fighting Volk again, if he does, because I think he really wants to get that back in blood too, and I could see it circling back around to Volk if Max does end up winning, because he wants to give him that shot back, because he got mad respect for him. But it'd be cool if he beat Islam, but I don't know. I like what Sky said too about being a double champion. That I guess that's solidified. I'll take that. And anytime anybody could beat a Daggy, that's a feather in your hat, bro.
That's fair.
Yeah, I got respect for it. My bad. I got respect for Islam. I like him a lot better than the most of them, because he does go out there and scrap. So
I think for me, as of like now, I would say Islam. But before fucking Volk got killed by, the best featherweight on the planet, I would have said Volk. Because I feel like now, even if he does come back and beat Volk, it's tainted. People have already thrown away Volk with the bathwater, as MMA fans are. Oh, you lost 2 fights. Don't get me wrong. Vicious knockout. Vicious. No one even really talks about him losing to Islam the first time, because, it's very controversial decision. Stop playing, Sky. But yes, as you hold your head, the headshot dead? Shit.
Yeah.
Body bags him.
Yeah. I think another thing that I kind of talked about with Munib inside of the comments last week was people are still discrediting Islam. Like, they're still acting like he's not as good as he is. Once again, like, whether he only beat a featherweight, that was the person that he was number 1 at the time. We were like, y'all were creaming for this man, right? Y'all were going crazy for Volkanovski. He was your guy.
Whoa. I ain't creamed for no man. Stop playing. Wait a goddamn second.
Those nails tell a different story, brother.
What'd you say?
Me because you ain't me.
I said those nails tell a different story.
See, CJ wish he could do me, but he's afraid to be an individual.
I do not never wish.
So
I want to do you. Hold on, run that black Sky. What this nigga just said? I do not want to do you. That's nasty.
That's crazy.
You better chill. You been drinking that black box wine over there with Damien?
Beatboxes.
Oh my god!
That's bang for your buck out
man.
there. Those beatboxes, woo wee, get
But
you
let's
right with the Lord.
like because it's very easy to do revisionist history, right? But at the time when he went up against Volk, the first time it was like Volk was number one. It was about who's going to be number one at the end of this on a pound for pound list. He wins. They still don't give him the pound for pound. They're still saying, no, we still think Volk is better. Even though Volk just lost, we still think Volk is better. Then all of a sudden, Charles Oliveira gets a cut. Now Volk comes in 10 days notice, gets killed. And they're like, and he was still number one. Volk was still number one at this time. It kills him, and then finally Islam gets to be number one after taking him out. And this dude is in people's top 5 goats. Volk is right now. All of a sudden, he's taking out the goat, and people were like, "Yeah, but he only fought 45ers." Come on, but he's beating the best. Y'all said that he's the 45 goat. If Volkanovski's the 45 goat, and he just got slaughtered, because all goats get slaughtered eventually by Islam, give this man his respect.
I'm rooting for Poirier to knock his lights out. Especially now, this nigga Islam was like, listen, this is an easy fight for me. Direct quote, verbatim. This is an easy fight.
I mean, let's be honest. Islam's gonna win that fight, but I want Volk to win because,
And as Sky would say, a lot of people said, let's be honest, Justin's gonna win this fight. How did that work out?
Suckers. What's the last hot take?
My phone died.
Ah, hell. Oh, I have a question.
Please.
Can fighters who pop or, pop fail a drug test be goats?
Yes.
We talked about this before.
We
with
did?
John. Yeah, that's like our first couple of ones.
Well, I was thinking Anderson Silva like instantly.
Well,
I think people forget / the fan base is so new now. I think COVID really helped the UFC because you got that was the only shit that was on live sports wise, and they got a good 6-7 months, of being the only game in town. So people never got to see the magician of Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva, damn scary, fucking top of the food chain. You know what I mean? Anderson Silva, and people always say, "Oh, I was in the comments. Someone was like, oh, people in the past, can't compete with people now," and that's why I made the comment. So, nigga, you telling me Dream Team 2 beating Dream Team 1? You lost your goddamn mind. Dream Team 1 walks down Dream Team 2. You know what I'm saying? We can't always just be disrespectful because Anderson Silva right now, if you take him in his prime, put him in today, in my opinion, he is the champion 100%.
Okay. I think that'd be cool. Like next week, if we do eras versus eras and just see where that would go.
Before you go, you know what you were saying about that 2020 being to me it's kind of a gift and a curse, man. Because we got a lot of whole bunch of new fans and shit, but then I be having to hear a lot of dumbass kids say the wildest things. And one of the things, I'm glad you brought up Anderson Silva. They're doing revisionist history and they're going back and looking at him fighting those people from that time, and they're saying that the people from that time were just trash or they're no good and don't know nothing. It was like, well, it's not his fault. He was born at the time that he was born, and he only could fight the people who were in his division at the time.
Exactly.
Like, he was just so far ahead of everybody else. He just made them look so bad. And it's like, and then you get to talking and stuff, and then they be like, oh, he moved up and he beat Forrest Griffin. And they be like, but who's Forrest Griffin? And you be like, brother, Forrest Griffin was a 205 champ. Oh, he beat James Irvin. Who's James Irvin? And you be like, all right, bro.
Starched that nigga at the
all right,
Palms.
guys. Yeah.
Back when they used to have Pearl at the Palms. He starched that nigga.
And I think with time, a lot of our fighters that's going to happen. They're gonna look back and be like, well, they're gonna start being wiki warriors and just be looking at schedules instead of watching the fights, and they'd be like, well, this person beat this person, this beat person, and it's just not gonna add up. So a lot of disrespect happens to the older generation of fighters because they just weren't around, and I understand that. you guys are not of age to be around during it. And remember, I used to tell you guys is like having a feeling of watching that stuff at that time hits different just going back and watching something on YouTube. Anderson Silva was that guy during that time. Chuck Liddell during that time was a fucking superstar. So we got to show those old dudes like love right now.
Yeah.
And also it's still positional, you know, because I will admit, like Chuck would not do current 205ers, he'd probably be all right. You know what I mean? Be all right. But like Anderson Silva is just Izzy with a legitimate black belt. Legitimate black belt. I know we talked on this pod before. Not everyone's black belt is legitimate black belt. I don't give a fuck
shout out Alex Pereira.
Yo, shout out Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson for finally getting his black belt after going through all of that.
Does he have a black belt? I thought he still had a brown belt.
Nah, he just got it, bro. Like start of this week, he got it. Or last week, yeah.
Yeah. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like people now just give out black belts. Oh yeah. Like how long before Zuckerberg has a black? By the way, can Zuckerberg stop coming around in MMA? He just looks weird. He looks awkward. You know what I mean? He's like that nerd trying to fit in with the cool kids. Probably like CJ's high school. You know what I mean? Like it's
definitely
very awkward.
The man talk about being a nerd, walking around with painted nails. Boy, if you don't go sit your ass down.
Listen, I was an athlete in high school. I don't know about you. You know what I'm saying? Football, basketball, you know what I'm saying?
You
like,
sucked at all of
starters all day. You over here, you know, carrying my water.
Hey, y'all, he had to leave the hood to go play with in the good area because he knew he couldn't get no playing time in the hood.
That's not true. It's because I was too gangster.
You went to La Jolla. Come on, we talked to your mom, bro. We called your mom on the
hood.
We called your mom on the pod. Come on, Clarence.
Gangster for the hood. You know what I'm saying? The Clarence.
Hey, on now. Football. Speaking of San Diego,
no.
Hey, speaking of San Diego football, let's give it up to your boy Reggie Bush. Heisman back. They giving that Heisman back to your boy.
Fuck that nigga.
Another San Diego GOAT. This
that nigga
out there.
San Diego's Heisman City.
Bush.
Heisman City.
I don't fuck with Reggie at all.
Why?
Yo, chew on rocks. I might have beat the brakes off his broad. Yeah, I can't count.
I can't count. Broad. That's what happened. Reggie was Reggie was in there knocking your girl down.
Yeah. What you say?
No, he's in my grade.
Oh, so right below you then, because Jason was one grade ahead of you.
You're right. They are below me. Yes, that's accurate commentary. Appreciate you recognizing greatness.
Stop the madness.
No, real quick. The reason why I don't fuck with Reggie Bush because he went to SC. And I'm a Notre Dame fan, so he caused me grief.
You would be a Notre Dame fan. Oh my God, you're just mad. Scott, can we?
Do you even watch football, little nigga? Like I don't know what you're saying.
Bro. Notre Dame and you from San Diego, the home of the Heisman cities, boy. Shut your ass up.
I'm sorry, not an Aztec fan, nigga.
Get out of here, bro.
I'm sorry, not an Aztec fan.
Come on.
It's too funny.
Come on, Notre Dame, the whitest fucking school out there. Shut your ass up.
That would be BYU, sir. Thank you.
Oh, no, that's hella Samoans over there.
But you know what? That's a whole nother pod. I'm not even about to get into that.
Hold on. Speaking of BYU, you guys ever heard of Soaking? I know, Jace. I know you heard of what them little nasty niggas be doing over there, bro.
Yes, it took me a moment. I had to, yeah. You might even not know. Whoa, that sounds crazy. You did not send me. Somebody sent me something about them talking about that.
Yeah,
y'all look it up for yourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, before we go,
wait, I do have one question for Jace real fast. Go on. Where's your boy COLBY? Why is he ducking in Gary?
First of all, he's not ducking in Gary.
He's sucking him? I mean, what is it?
No, nor is he cucking him.
No, okay.
I mean, is Ian Gary like really on his level? Probably not.
Stop.
What?
if he's light work, and he's out here popping, then go out there and handle your light work. Then
Is it
When
worth
are
his
they looking
time
to
though?
make that fight?
they Ian wanted it for the
International.
part in July, but your boy's scared.
He ain't scared, bro. There's no one scared of Ian fucking Gary.
COLBY.
Oh, wait a second. I guess we'll do that before we get out of here. I know we're running on time. Ian Gary, how many career losses?
He's still undefeated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
14-0, right?
4.
Ian's currently sitting at number 7. He's calling out number 4, COLBY. COLBY just sit there and probably call out Wonder Boy at number 9 or somebody else that just popped up. COLBY don't want to fight nobody. What is he even doing? Drop to 155. Dropping.
Whoa. How many career losses for Ian Gary?
3.
5.
I say 4.
3, 4. Same reason I say about Bo. He's not gonna sit around and lose.
I was just
there's certain people who are. They ain't got that. They're not dogs, right? And I would say dog in a respectful manner. Like they're not fighting for like the blood and gory, like you know what I mean. Like they're just doing it as technique. You know, they're out here pop, real pretty style stuff like that. But they not gonna stand in the trenches and like be like on a 2-3 fight skid and still keep coming back because that's not what they in this game for. You know what I mean? Like go back to like some like the old vets where it's like, you know, you get knocked down, you got to get back up. You knocked down, you got to get back up. I just don't see that in them. I could be 100% wrong, but I just think that like when the going gets tough, if they get too many losses, they'll start weighing their options and being like, hey, I can be a commentator and you know, I talk like this and I talk like that, so I can come over here and do that. I think that they'd start doing something else outside of fighting. Because fighting isn't all that they
are. It's not who they are. Like your boy Mike Perry, a fighter. You know, Poatan, a fighter. Like that's why he was put on this earth, to put people's fucking lights out.
Yeah.
You know, and this bullshit ass controversy about stopping and blah 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 blah. Nigga, please. A, protect yourself at all time. B, the fight was reset.
Protect yourself at all times. That's where it's at.
Hey. Real fast. How do y'all feel about on the Manchester card, Ian Gary against MVP?
Love it.
I was gonna say, where's MVP ranked at right now? What he like?
I don't think he's ranked.
They didn't put him in there.
They got him at 13.
Okay.
Yeah, because he beat Kevin Holland.
Who?
Exactly.
Fuck that nigga.
Yeah, I think CJ had something that he wanted to run real fast.
Nah, just we didn't speak about Canelo fighting this weekend too.
Touche.
Yeah.
Canelo.
We don't have to get into it, but
Canelo light work, TKO destruction before the 9th.
I rock with that.
Yeah. Oh, Mike Musin. How you say his last name? Mussolini.
Mikey Mushimeshi.
Up against Rotolo brother.
Cade Rutolo.
That's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
I think Cade wins. I think it's gonna go to decision, but just pause because Cade is just a bigger fighter.
What are the rules?
It's grappling. Submission grappling.
But like, you know what I mean? What do they count for points?
Isn't it 10 minutes?
They catch. So if it's a submission attempt, 10 minutes. If it's a submission attempt, they get a point. So it's called a catch. Yeah.
Listen, grappling itself is mad for me, you know, but I can't think of what it's called when they can have the open hand like strikes with grappling.
Combat jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
That shit is awesome to watch.
Yeah, I like that shit
motherfuckers
too.
be getting slapped the shit out of, and it's way more realistic because that's a real fight. You know what I mean? Suppose, like I'm not. Yes, even though I'm on top of you and mount, like I'm not gonna do anything to your face. Nope, I'm just gonna try to pass guard. No, when you trying to do shit and you're exposing yourself for someone to slap the piss out of you, it's great.
Absolutely. With that being said, we will be back next week. hopefully we'll come back and Jason and I will have to eat our words with us giving it I gave it a 3.8. What'd you give it, Jace?
2.1, some shit.
God damn, it's definitely gonna be better than that.
Shit.
Shit. All I need is 2 knockouts to gonna be better than 3.8.
The King of Rio is back. Hopefully he goes inside there and gets his.
The champion Pantoja gets a showcase again.
Yeah.
Beat the shit out of somebody else, not
Brazil.
Brandon Moreno this time. It's great.
And still no one cares, just like no one cared about the Brandon Royval fight. I mean, he's bad for the flyweights.
He's great. He's the second best flyweight on the planet. Actually, he's the best. He's the best flyweight now because Demetrius Johnson moved up.
Really? So his style makes people want to watch him.
100%.
That's a lie. Laying and praying does not make somebody want to watch you.
He goes out there to finish. What are you talking about?
He goes to lay and pray on somebody.
He goes out there to finish.
That's what he did to Brandon.
Every guy on earth goes out to finish. What are you talking about?
Who did he finish? He didn't finish Brandon Moreno or Brandon Royval.
Trying to get a finish and finishing someone are two different things.
He wasn't trying to. He was laying and praying.
Stop playing with me.
He literally laid and prayed on both of them. Stop it.
Trying to get him out of there.
Down. He sat on Brandon Moreno's back for 2.5 minutes.
Fantastic. Holding a man against his will down. That's great. Straight big brother.
Brandon stood up the whole time and he just sat.
Big brother. Don't be sour because your man's lost. Don't be sour.
Honestly, I don't care. That Brandon Royval fight was trash. This fight's gonna be trash. It's trash. But he's bad for the flyweights. I hate to break it to you.
The champ has a name.
It's definitely not. Oh man, poor Charles. All right, y'all. Until then, next week we're out. Peace. Hey, one thing we done learned at lightweight. After a loss, you still just one fight away from a championship.
You are one fight away from a championship.
Shout out to Dustin.
Shout out to Dustin.
You ain't know who the people he like in there in that division too. That nigga definitely ain't trying to give Gamrot nothing.
Nothing.
Get nothing, brother. Get out of here, bro. Hey, bro was the backup fighter for I don't know what card that was. He said, "Hey, Volk, come on in." Yeah. What?
Listen. They called Dustin before that. They called Dustin before they called Volk, and Dustin said yes. Then they called Volk, and they didn't even call Gamrot.
Who?
Exactly.
Who? Fuck that nigga Gamrot. Listen, no one wants to watch him. He's terrible.
And it's the lucky wins. It's the horseshoe wins.
And honestly, listen, Sarukian for me, bruh, ridiculous.
Yeah, you think he's gonna beat Islam?
I don't think he's gonna fight for the title.
I don't think so either.
No.
Or it won't be up against Islam. I think Islam trying to get a win over Poirier and get up out of there.
Hey, I gotta go. My little guy getting restless.
All right, y'all.
Respect. Y'all have a good night.
Peace.